Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
A man who has done this a lot, Justin Houston, in there to record the sack.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Throwing is Wilson. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
7 yards, the pickup there. 2nd down and 3.
Now Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 8 catches, 82 yards.
And they've gone to him early in this one. I sense a theme, one that I expect to continue throughout this contest.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Santos' kick is up and through. And they are on the board. It's now 9-3. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's McLaughlin. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A 1st down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And Bolden brings it in, complete.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
On first down, Britt. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On second down, Britt looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. From the gun on third down, Mahomes, and he gets it to Bolden. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line. They'll run on first down. Britt. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Mahomes to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
After one, our score, 9-3. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Desperados are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got
rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you get 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
No gain on the play there. Second down. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Lambert. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On first down, Wilson. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's up, it's true as they get back in a bit here. It's now 23-10. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it all culminates with a Seattle score.
This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. On third down, Britt. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down.
Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Desperados add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now Wilson on first down. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Lambert. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Wilson will throw again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started in the place dubbed America's Finest City, San Diego, California. And it's the Crusaders who are out in front.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports?
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Britt, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a give right side. Britt, he'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's McLaughlin. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a handoff out of the gun. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Bobby Brown able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll keep it on the ground. Britt, no dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll try the left side. Ross. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. And Mahomes is going to keep it. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 35. And this one will be brought back to the 22. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his 2nd one.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Britt.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Mahomes now to throw. Out to his left. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Desperados take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. On first and 10, it's Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years at not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Again, Wilson. That completes it again to Metcalf.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Here's Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's second and goal. Now Wilson. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still third and goal that they face now. Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead now down to 20. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they look to finish strong in this fourth quarter. And this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd and a couple. Mahomes. He finds Bolden. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Britt. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the left side. Britt. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video... So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So as it turns out, a 2-play drive resulting in the field goal. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
Get it.
Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is now an even 30. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call...
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 45. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 94 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. Right back to him on first down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you